India's health minister says many people have been killed in an Air India plane crash, a jet bound for London's Gatwick airport that crashed just minutes after taking off. Rescue workers are reporting to Reuters that at least 30 bodies have been recovered so far from a building at the site of the crash. They fear many more people are trapped inside.
June 12th, 2025. A Boeing 787 Dreamliner, Air India Flight AI171, claws into the skies above Ahmedabad, India, carrying 242 souls toward London. 30 seconds later, a scream of metal, a desperate cry over the radio, and a fireball that shatters the night. Homes collapse. Lives vanish. The deadliest air disaster in years leaves a single survivor. And a haunting question. What destroyed this unbreakable machine? Was it a flock of birds, a fatal flaw, or something no one saw coming? This is Untold Crimes and Affairs, where the darkest mysteries take flight. Tonight, we unravel the enigma of Flight AI171, a tragedy that's gripped the world. From catastrophic engine failures to whispers of hidden defects, we'll chase the truth through the wreckage. Be warned, this story contains loss and devastation. We dedicate this journey to the victims and their families, seeking answers in their honor. But as investigators sift through twisted metal, one chilling detail emerges: a loud noise heard by the lone survivor. What was it? And why does it haunt this disaster? Strap in. The truth is out there, but it's buried deep. At 2:35 a.m., under a moonless sky, Air India Flight AI171 begins its takeoff roll from Ahmedabad's Sardar Vallabhbhai, Patel International Airport. The Boeing 787-8, tail number 5ET-ANB, is a marvel of engineering. 186 feet long, powered by twin General Electric GEnx engines, each churning out 70,000 pounds of thrust. Aboard are 242 people, 169 Indian nationals, 53 British citizens, 1 Canadian, 7 Portuguese, and a seasoned crew of 12. Their destination, London Gatwick, 7,700 miles away. The tower clears them for departure. All systems are green, or so they think. 30 seconds after liftoff, at a mere 625 feet, barely above the city's rooftops, disaster strikes. A frantic mayday crackles over the radio. AI171, emergency, losing control. Air traffic controllers freeze as the radar blip vanishes. 2 miles from the runway, the Dreamliner plummets into Meghani Nagar, a residential maze of concrete homes. The impact is apocalyptic. A 600-foot debris field scars the earth, swallowing a doctor's hostel at BJ Medical College. 60 tons of jet fuel ignite, turning night into day. The devastation is unimaginable. Over 200 lives are lost. Passengers, crew, and at least 5 medical students on the ground, their futures erased in seconds. Shattered homes smolder. Screams echo through the chaos. Yet, against all odds, one man crawls from the inferno. Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, a 40-year-old British Indian passenger. Bloodied and broken, he whispers of a loud noise, a sound that shattered his world. Was it an engine exploding? A wing tearing apart? The answer could unlock this nightmare. The wreckage of Flight AI171 holds secrets, but they're locked in molten metal and scorched earth. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner was designed to be indestructible, yet something tore it from the sky. Investigators are racing against time, but 4 chilling theories dominate. Let's peel back the layers of this deadly puzzle. First, a bird strike. Ahmedabad's airport sits in a migratory crossroads, where kites, vultures, and egrets swarm. A single bird can shred an engine's turbine blades like a bullet through glass. A flock? Catastrophic. Picture this. At 200 miles per hour, a dozen birds slam into both Gen X engines, choking their airflow. Thrust dies. The plane becomes a 200-ton glider. Experts note Ahmedabad's bird hazards are notorious. Could a feathered ambush have doomed AI171? Or was it the engines themselves? Each Gen X engine is a masterpiece, but even masterpieces fail. Aviation consultant John M. Cox, speaking to Reuters, points to the plane's pathetic 625-foot climb. "That screams loss of thrust," he said. Was it contaminated fuel? A snapped compressor blade? Or a software glitch in the engine control system? The crew's mayday suggests they fought to save the plane. But against what? A silent killer in the machinery? Then there's the human factor. The pilots, Air India veterans, had seconds to react at low altitude. A stall at 625 feet leaves no margin for error. Did they misread a warning? Hesitate during a critical maneuver? The cockpit voice recorder will tell their story. But with only 30 seconds from takeoff to impact, time was their enemy. Could a split-second decision have sealed their fate? Finally, a darker possibility: the plane itself. VTANB was 11 years old, with 41,250 flight hours across 7,800 cycles. The Dreamliner's carbon fiber fuselage is revolutionary, but not flawless. In 2013, battery fires grounded the fleet. In 2024, a Boeing whistleblower claimed over 1,787s had misaligned fuselage sections, though regulators found no immediate danger. Could fatigue, a maintenance oversight, or an undetected flaw have torn AI171 apart mid-climb? These theories, birds, engines, pilots, or the plane itself, are threads in a deadly tapestry. The flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, recovered amidst toxic fumes and razor-sharp debris, are now with India's Directorate General of Civil Aviation. But their secrets won't come easily. What if the truth is more terrifying than we imagine? In a hangar in New Delhi, investigators from 3 nations, India, the US, and the UK, face a daunting task. The black boxes, dented but intact, are their only hope. But decoding them is a race against time, with jet fuel residue and heat damage threatening the data. What are the experts saying about this nightmare in the skies? John M. Cox, a former airline captain, told Reuters the Dreamliner's data recorder captures over 10,000 parameters. Every vibration, every command. "This plane will tell us what killed it," he said. Cox leans toward a dual-engine failure, possibly triggered by a bird strike or fuel system fault. But former NTSB investigator Greg Feith, speaking to The Guardian, warns of the Swiss cheese model: multiple failures aligning at the worst moment. A bird strike, a slow crew response, a hidden maintenance issue. Any could stack the deck. The investigation is a global effort. India's DGCA leads, with the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board and UK Air Accidents Investigation Branch analyzing metallurgical samples and engine fragments. But challenges mount. The crash site's urban density scattered evidence across rooftops and alleys. A single turbine blade could hold the answer, or be lost forever. And if the black boxes fail to speak, what then? Flight AI171 was more than a number. It was 242 stories. Parents, students, dreamers, reduced to ash in seconds. In Meghani Nagar, where the plane fell, grief is a living thing. 5 medical students studying late at BJ Medical College were crushed in their hostel. Their textbooks, charred and scattered, are all that remain. Across borders, families wait for answers, their pain echoed by leaders like India's Narendra Modi and the UK's Keir Starmer, who called the loss a wound on our hearts. Then there's Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, the sole survivor. The 40-year-old stumbled from the wreckage, his body battered, his mind scarred by that loud noise. Was it the sound of death claiming the others? His survival is a miracle and a torment. As he recovers, his words haunt investigators. What did he hear in those final moments? Meghani Nagar bears its own scars. Homes collapsed under the Dreamliner's wings, their residents now displaced. Yet, amidst the ruin, Ahmedabad's spirit shines. Firefighters battled toxic fumes, doctors worked through despair, volunteers sifted debris for closure. But this crash's shadow looms larger. The Boeing 787, with over 1,100 in service, was a symbol of safety. Now, every takeoff carries a question. Could it happen again? Flight AI171 lies in ruins, but its story burns on. A bird strike, a betrayed engine, a crack in the Dreamliner's soul. The black boxes, guarded in a Delhi lab, hold the truth, if they can be saved. Experts like John M. Cox and Greg Feith believe answers are close, but the cost is already too high. As we mourn over 200 lives, we cling to hope that this tragedy sparks change, that no family endures this pain again. Thank you for walking this dark path with untold crimes and affairs. What force brought down Flight AI171? Share your theories below. We read every word. Subscribe and hit the bell. We'll bring you updates as this mystery unfolds. For the lost, for the living, we keep searching. Until next time, fly safe.